Hello and happy Tuesday afternoon. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas. We are looking at another great day across the region. A lot of sunshine, blue sky out there. And again, this is what we expected. We expected kind of that blue sky from start to finish. So we're going to wrap things up on our Tuesday afternoon, evening on a great note as well. By the way, have you noticed the day is starting to get a little shorter out there, at least in terms of daylight? Still 24 hours in a day, but we're getting less light out there. Sun setting a little earlier, sun rising a little later as well as we continue the countdown toward fall. Let's go ahead and jump to the full screen here. You can see just how beautiful it is out there. Blue sky, sunshine, temperatures a little warmer today than we've seen the last 3 days. We'll take a look here in just 1 second at our temperatures, but again, as you can see, just as nice as can be out there. Now, we've got 76 in Fargo. That's again several degrees warmer than yesterday. We're still going to take a jump of another 2-3 degrees this afternoon. Grand Forks sitting at 80, Hallock 82 degrees right now. Lakes Country looking great. Temperatures in the mid 70s. So as we take a look at our headlines, again, we've got Labor Day weekend coming up in just a few days. Before that, we're going to see midweek warmth. Tomorrow in particular looks like it is going to be the warmest of the next several days. In fact, it looks like it's going to be the warmest day over the next week and a half. Staying dry, mostly sunny until we get to the weekend. Once we get to the weekend, we're going to see a few more clouds. Also the opportunity for a few showers, in particular Sunday and Monday. But I'll be honest with you, not a lot happening overall. In other words, once we get to the weekend, once we get to that next chance of showers, it looks like as of now at least that it's going to be just a raindrop or two, maybe a lightning strike. That's about it. How about this? For our Wednesday forecast for Fargo, talked about getting warmer. Going to start the day at 54 degrees, so not quite as cool as we've seen the last couple mornings. South wind 6 miles per hour, and that south wind is going to remain 5 to 10 throughout the day tomorrow. 83 degrees is where we are going to top out. For Grand Forks, we've got a clear sky tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. 56 degrees. Check this out. About 85 is where we're going to head. We'll see a few clouds during the afternoon in Grand Forks tomorrow, but by and large, very nice. Notice one thing you'll see. Winds turn from the southwest west to northwest by the time we hit the later part of the day. That's because we have a dry cold front. We use the word cold loosely here because it's just going to knock temperatures down a few degrees on our Thursday. Still going to be very nice. But again, we have that front moving through. As it does, we will see some clouds out there as that wind turns out of the north. So a quick look here. As the front pushes throughout the day tomorrow, we'll see a few showers, mainly northeast Minnesota, and we're not going to see much. In other words, just going to be a few raindrops here and there. Front moves through. Behind it, we're going to clear out once again for our Thursday. So not going to really skip a beat there despite the fact we have that front coming through. Tomorrow morning's lows, low 50s, upper 50s, 59 Roseau, 51 Valley City, Wahpeton, 55 in Detroit Lakes, and 54 in Fargo. Noon tomorrow, temperatures in the low to mid 70s. We've got 75 Fargo around the 12 o'clock hour, 72 Bemidji, 71 in Roseau, 77 in Jamestown. For the afternoon, again, as warm as it's been in several days now. If you recall, of course, later last week, temperatures were warm and it was very muggy. Now we're looking at drier conditions and a little humidity tomorrow. But those high temperatures northeast North Dakota in the low to mid 80s. 73 Baudette, so a little cooler tomorrow. There's 75 in Roseau, 78 Bemidji, 79 in Mahnomen, heading farther south. Upper 70s to low 80s in Lakes Country, low 80s in southeast North Dakota, northeast South Dakota, and southern Red River Valley. Now let's talk about the weekend. Again, Labor Day weekend, Saturday, Sunday into Monday. Of course, Labor Day itself does fall on Monday, which is September 1st this year. So we're going to be right there on the cusp this weekend. Sunday, the last day of August. Monday, the first day of September. Stopping at 6 o'clock on Friday, notice we're dry. We're looking good. Maybe a couple of raindrops in areas like Langdon, Devils Lake. That's about it. Jumping into Saturday afternoon. Now this is accumulating. So again, we go from Saturday morning all the way through Sunday afternoon, still looking at very little rainfall across the region, generally drier conditions. Jumping into Monday, this is our European weather model showing that, again, it's just going to be pretty dry. I do suspect we will see a light shower or two Sunday evening and again on Monday evening, but again, by and large, things are quiet. Now notice from Monday 6 o'clock through Monday midnight, we do see a few showers or through, so I think that best period to see rain over Labor Day weekend is going to come later on Monday during the evening hours, and at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to see any storms, so good news there. So what does that leave us with here? We're looking at Saturday, partly clouded and mostly sunny. We've got temperatures mid-70s, low to mid-80s, so a warm one out there. Grand Forks 86. Scott Fargo at 77 degrees right now, 82 Thief River, Devil's Lake. On Sunday, Again, 75 Fargo, but then we've got low to mid 80s out there in most of the rest of the region. Lots of sunshine on Monday. Could see a raindrop or two late in the day in Fargo with a high of 76. We've got 78 Thief River, 80 Jamestown, 82 Grand Forks. So, all in all, a very nice looking forecast. Again, that starts, well, it's already started here. We've had several dry days. Now, that is going to continue, it looks like, right through our Monday with our best chance of rain not coming till Monday night. And even then, it's only just a few scattered showers. So, nice stretch of days, kind of, again, no severe weather. Very little chances of rain. So taking a break right in the middle of it from all the storms, all the severe weather we've seen, it seems like every 3 days or so as we have moved through the course of the summer. And again, that leads us to the last, or the first, wait a minute, what is it, the last unofficial last weekend of summer. There we go. So again, with that in mind, looking good for that. For those plans you may have outdoors, last time out on the lake maybe this weekend, looking good out there. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hello and a happy Tuesday afternoon to you. This is First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Russ Thomas. What a gorgeous day we have across the region. One of the several we've had now for the last several days in the middle of a stretch of very nice days. That will continue not just into the rest of the week, but the weekend as well. Of course, Labor Day weekend coming up, the unofficial last weekend of summer, shaping up to be pretty nice, and we'll get to that here in just 1 second. What I want to do right now is pop up full screen. You can see what's going on behind me here, looking out over Fargo and then down to the east, I should say, into Moorhead. And again, really beautiful out there this afternoon. Temperatures warming nicely. It is a little bit warmer here today than we've seen the last several days. In fact, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, of course, we're below the norm. Today, we're getting closer to the norm. In fact, take a look, for instance, Langdon, 79, Grand Forks, 80, Fargo, 76. So a few locations here actually above the norm for this time of year. Most are going to top out another maybe 2 or 3 degrees before we hit that official high temperature. So again, nice in Lakes Country as well. First Alert weather headlines, what do we have for you? Midweek warmth. Tomorrow I think is going to be the warmest over the next several days. In fact, warm right through the warmest day, I should say, right through the end of next week. Staying dry, mostly sunny until the weekend, but even this weekend, we do have a couple showers out there here and there we expect, but by and large, still going to be generally quiet. We're still going to get that sunshine. So again, good looking weather for quite a while. What about the forecast for tomorrow, our Wednesday across the region? What we're going to find is a little bit warmer, as mentioned. We're going to see a clear sky, 54 to start the day, 83 by 4 p.m. So several degrees above what we're going to see today. And we can expect that across most of the region. Temperatures several degrees warmer tomorrow than today. Notice southwest wind pretty consistent there at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Same for Grand Forks. Now, one thing we're going to see in Grand Forks, I'm going to see our winds turn. Also going to see some clouds during the afternoon. Still going to be warm, 85 degrees out there. Notice we start the day with the southwest wind, then west, then northwest, then north. What's the reason why? We have a cold front that is working its way through the region. Generally speaking, a dry cold front, which means very little to no precipitation along that frontal boundary or ahead of it. Front pushes through. We're back to clear conditions. We're not going to see a big drop in temperature from our Wednesday to Thursday behind that front. A few degrees, but it does look like Wednesday tomorrow is going to be our warmest day. First Alert forecast. Ahead of that front, again, a few showers, Baudette, Roseau, Hellock, and then as the front moves through, we're going to see some cloud cover with that, as you saw in Grand Forks during the afternoon, though we quickly see the front push through, leaving us with a clear sky on Thursday, beautiful conditions, and again, slightly cooler than Wednesday. For Wednesday morning, lows not as cool as we have seen in recent days. We're going to see low 50s to upper 50s. Low 50s where we do have a little more clearing, a little more sunshine to start the day. Upper 50s where we have more cloud cover, that being northwest Minnesota. During the daytime hours, nice. Noon, low 70s, mid 70s. 78 Grand Forks, so a little warmer there. 75 Fargo, got 71 in Roseau, 77 Jamestown. Good looking day. By tomorrow afternoon, again, tomorrow is going to be the warmest of the next 9, 10, 11 days here. Northeast North Dakota, low to mid 80s, 82 Lakota Cavalier, 83 Carrington, Devils Lake, and Harvey, 84 New Rockford. A little cooler, Baudette 73, Roseau 75. We've also got a couple low 80s in northwest Minnesota. Lakes Country, southeast North Dakota, northeast South Dakota looking very good. Clear, beautiful out there, upper 70s, low 80s. Let's talk about rainfall potential for the weekend. So now we're jumping ahead are Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Labor Day weekend. Of course, Monday is Labor Day itself. We're going to go from Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. We're stopping here 6 o'clock. Notice no precipitation. Could say a couple raindrops there around Langdon, spreading down toward Devil's Lake, but very little. We're going to go ahead and jump from Saturday afternoon to Sunday right around 6 o'clock. Almost no change. Could see a couple raindrops between Sisseton and Ellendale. Foreman could see a few showers at their Oaks as well. I mean, a couple raindrops really is what I'm talking about. But again, Sunday looking dry. How about as we jump toward Monday afternoon? Still 5 o'clock Monday. Again, a couple raindrops here and there, by and large dry. So we've taken you from Saturday morning all the way through Monday afternoon, 5 o'clock. Things are quiet. Look what happens from Monday, 5 o'clock through Monday midnight. We do see a few showers, a few raindrops moving into the region. So again, not till the very end of Labor Day are we expecting to see that opportunity for a few showers. So you look by and large here, we're talking about almost a week time span where we're getting very little rain at all. And that's following up several days in a row now where we have not seen rain. So a nice stretch of dry days. Where does that leave us temperature-wise for Labor Day weekend? 77 Fargo, 86 Grand Forks, 82 Thief River on Saturday. Saturday looks like the warmest day out there. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Sunday, mostly sunny with just a few clouds. Temperatures in the mid-70s to low 80s. Jumping into Monday, could see a raindrop during the evening, maybe a light shower in Fargo. But by and large, looking nice. Mid-70s, low 80s once again. A really nice forecast for our Labor Day week. And of course, it being a holiday, as mentioned, the unofficial last weekend of summer. Summer technically doesn't end until September 22nd, I believe it is. So we still have a few more weeks of summer, but this might be the last weekend, maybe, that you're heading out to the lake, kids back in school now, all that good stuff. So definitely a weekend to enjoy. Take that 3D weekend, maybe do a little grilling, spend it outdoors if you can. Hope you have a wonderful evening.